Good day, everyone. Today, we will discuss the topic Understanding Nationalism and Patriotism. Nationalism and patriotism are two concepts often used interchangeably, yet they embody distinct attitudes and ideologies related to one's country. While both express a form of love and loyalty towards a nation, their underlying principles and implications vary significantly. Nationalism is an ideology that emphasizes the interests, culture, and values of one's nation above those of other nations. It often involves a belief in the superiority of one's nation and a desire to promote its interests aggressively. It prioritizes the nation itself, often leading to an exclusionary attitude towards other nations and groups. Nationalism can sometimes manifest in xenophobia, protectionism, and an unwillingness to engage with other cultures. Nationalism is often expressed through a desire for national independence, self governance, or expansion. It can involve political movements that aim to assert national dominance and may reject international cooperation. Historically, nationalism has been associated with movements for national independence, like that of anti-colonial movements in the time of Jose Rizal, as well as aggressive expansionist policy like that of imperialism. Patriotism is a sense of love, devotion, and attachment to one's country. It involves pride in the country's achievement and culture, but without the aggressive or exclusionary elements often associated with nationalism. Patriotism is more inclusive and positive, emphasizing a commitment to the well being and improvements of one's country while respecting other nations and their rights. It supports the idea of working within an international framework. Patriots often express their love for their country through acts of service, civic engagement, and support for national values and institutions. It is about celebrating the country's successes and working to address its shortcomings. Patriotism has been seen in the support of democratic institutions, civil rights movements, and other efforts to improve the nation for its citizens. So, what are the key differences between the two? First, as to attitude towards others. Nationalism often involves a sense of superiority and exclusivity, whereas patriotism promotes love for one's country while respecting and valuing other countries. As to scope, nationalism can be aggressive and expansionist, seeking to dominate or exclude others. This is exemplified by Nazi Germany during Adolf Hitler's time, where the Aryan race was considered by Hitler as the superior race. It led to the treatment of other races as inferior, especially the Jews during World War II. It led to the concept or paradigm of anti Semitism. Anti Semitism is a form of prejudice and discrimination, especially directed against Jews. It encompasses a range of negative beliefs, attitudes, and action targeting individuals or groups because of their Jewish identity. It led to the killing of at least 6 million Jews in what is known today as the Holocaust. Patriotism is more about constructive engagement and improvement within one's own nation. The French resistance during World War II serves as a powerful example of patriotism, illustrating how a deep love for one's country can inspire acts of bravery, unity, and self sacrifice in the pursuit of freedom and justice. Lastly, as to inclusivity, patriotism is generally more inclusive and tolerant, supporting the idea that diversity and collaboration can strengthen the nation. Nationalism, on the other hand, can be exclusionary and intolerant, focusing on an homogeneous national identity. So there you have it, the difference between nationalism and patriotism.